Hey guys, welcome back to The Real Southern Garden. I am Sarah, and today I'm going to take you along on some of my garden chores, give you a little garden tour, and lots of fun stuff. But first, we're going to make some coffee and get our garden day started. And this is how every morning starts over here at The Real Southern Garden. We've got to have our coffee. I make mine with a pour over. I like it the old-fashioned way, and I love this window right here. I look out this window at the garden, the side garden, every single morning. There's my little girl with her bottle. She gets her bottle, I get my coffee, and we get our day started. And my oldest daughter is not in the shot, but she is right over there watching a cartoon. All right, and now that we're awake, we can head out to the garden. My favorite place to be is right here. When it's not raining, of course, we've had so much rain in the greater Atlanta area. So this is the rose garden, and I'm just doing some chores today, doing some deadheading, pulling off some leaves that have black spot, and getting things back in shape. It's been a really rough, I would say, last 45 days or so for the rose garden, but it's doing pretty well. There really are not as many issues as I anticipated, so I'm happy about that. And this is also going to be a really great year to see which roses are really black spot resistant. If you guys remember from some of my other videos, I'm trialing a few new ones this year, so this is going to be a really good test for them to see how they do. And this is Moonlight Romantica that you're looking at right now. She is a first-year rose for me in my garden, and she's doing great. Tayton is right over there, the peachy one to your right. And then, of course, a beautiful daylily. We got to have those, and plenty of catmint. This is Walker's Low that you're looking at right here. Basil's been doing great. It's got a flower on it, though, unfortunately. And the Dusty Miller is doing great, too, and it really brightens up the rose garden. I'm loving having that. So the roses are about getting ready for their second flush. And like I said, we've had so much rain. So I have a lot of chores to do. So I've been raking and trying to weed eat a little bit, pulling the weeds. There's been a ton of weeds because, of course, the weeds grow with all the rain. They don't care if they get very much sun. They're weeds. It's what they do. So I've been doing a lot of work just weeding and pulling things and getting things the way that they need to be. And then I've got a compost pile back in the back. I'm not going to show you that, but that's where I am taking all of this stuff. And I want to show you my new pot that I got. I got this at Marshall's, so I finally replaced that broken pot that was right here. And I put in one of my childhood favorites, a striped petunia. This is Sweet Mademoiselle that you're looking at. This is a huge rose that's super fragrant. She's a first-year rose in my garden, and she is doing great. And I forgot the name of this perennial that I picked up last fall, but it is doing great too. I love the color, the peach and the purple in it. It is such a gorgeous plant. I'll put it up on the screen when I remember what it's called because I forgot. And now we're gonna do a little bit, some watering for our tomatoes. I have got some tomatoes back here in containers. They are the indeterminate variety. They should not be in these containers, but I don't care. I wanted them close to my back door, so I put them in here anyway. And they're doing pretty good, but I do have to water them every single day because these pots really, really dry out. But I love having them back close to our back door in our kitchen because my oldest daughter comes out here and loves to pick these tomatoes for me. And I want to just show you a long shot of this side part of the rose garden, how great it is doing with that mulch that I've put over that contractor's paper or painter's paper. It's linked in the description if you're interested, but that's what I do to cut down on weeds. And thank goodness that I do it because this full sun area is a real pain in the neck to weed, and it really helps me a lot. And then back here I have some of my seedlings. This is where I kept some extra tomato plants that I grew down in the basement. And I have some of my just little, shovels and things, or some sweet potatoes that are gonna go up to the big garden. Those are the last 30 that I have left. I've done all of the rest. So I have kind of a staging area back here. And then this is a sweet little bird. and she actually flew out. There she is, right when I was filming, that built a nest right here in this little ivy. And now we're gonna head around to the front yard. I'm gonna show you my little display area. This is a section of my garden that I change out for the seasons with different annuals and different seasonal color. I've got some Gerber daisies back here right now and some white vinca. And then I'm going to fill up the bird feeders because my sweet little bird friends need their food, especially the bluebirds. I give them mealworms. I just buy these on Amazon because they're easier to find that way. If you want some of these or need some of these, they're linked in the description too, but it's KT, that's the brand I buy of mealworms. Our chickens will also eat these. And then we're gonna head around to the front porch, and I've got some containers that I have to keep watered that don't get rained because they're under the front porch, obviously. Some impatiens and that sort of thing. So I'm gonna take you there with me, but let's take a look at these hydrangeas in the front garden while we do it. And luckily the hydrangeas have fared pretty well with all the rain that we have. My blue one is kind of bent a little bit in the middle, but the Incrediballs are doing fine, and I'll probably just stake up my blue one, but it'll be okay. And then I've got some little red impatiens over here in this little plant stand, and the ceramic pots were a really great price on Amazon, and so was the plant stand. So it's all linked in the description if you're interested. And then we're gonna take a look at this beautiful blue hydrangea one more time in the front porch. And then we're gonna head down to the wild area where I created a hydrangea border and a giant echo azalea border. So this is the area, I call it the wild area, but I made a little border here of endless hydrangeas and then of course echo azaleas behind that, just to kind of block out the wild stuff that grows there, because I could never maintain this entire space as a bed. And so far, it's really making me happy with the way it's looking. The other hydrangeas have to grow in and get bigger. They're still babies, I just planted them. But when you have a really large property like this is almost 7 acres. We keep about 2.5 to 3 acres looking civilized, as I say. You gotta find little tricks and ways to make it look like you want without spending all of your time weeding and mulching. And I'm also really excited to plant some native azaleas back here too. I think that they'll be great. This is my Rose of Sharon. This is the dwarf variety. This is Poly Petite. It has the red bullseye, and she is really, really starting to take off this year. And then of course, along my fence line, I have my crinium lilies. These were here from the previous gardener, and they are just one of the joys of this property to have. I just absolutely love them. They're so low maintenance, and all we do is enjoy them. We really don't have to do anything. And then of course, it is now crepe myrtle season. It's a little bit early this year, but they are all blooming. My white ones are blooming first. I have some kind of lipstick pinky purple ones that bloom after these guys do. And I love the way the white shows up right now with the white hydrangeas behind them. You can't see those, they're on the other side of the shot, and then the border of the pink crinium lilies. It's really something. And here's kind of a long shot, so you can see the crepe myrtle on the opposite side of the property, and then some of the incredible hydrangeas, which are starting to turn just a little bit green. And here's my favorite tree, the apple tree. It has such a cute little storybook shape to it. It's just like the perfect little tree. I love it. And then up here at the vegetable garden, still lots of work going on, but it's getting closer and closer. And my zinnias are starting to come up. See this little baby zinnias? This is gonna be a beautiful border, fingers crossed, very soon. But let's head over and check out the Tractor Supply chickens. They are all grown up now. And I actually have 4 more guys I bought. How many do we have now? 11? I think it's 11 chickens. I've got 4 more that are gonna be joining these chickens very, very soon. And probably come October, we should be in really good shape for some eggs. And what you're looking at right here, these are the Jersey Giants and the Rhode Island Reds. And my peach trees are really starting to come into their own. They have got some pretty big peaches this year. And once again, like I said, I think the rain is definitely to blame. And now it is time to head back into the shade. That is my favorite place to be pretty much from this time of year, from June on until fall. I love full sun gardens, and those used to be just my favorite, you know, because I could grow all the beautiful flowers and all of that sort of thing. But now I'm really into shade gardens and hydrangeas and hostas because I like to hide out in the shade on my front porch in these hot summer days here around Atlanta. So let's head up to that porch right now. And normally I'd be drinking iced tea on this porch, but today I'm just gonna settle for some water because it's a little bit too early in the day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you liked today's video. And if you did, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up, leave me a comment and let me know what is going on in your world. And I will see you back here next time in the next video right here at the Real Southern Garden. Bye guys.